Hello everybody, how are you doing? My name is Ophelia and once again I'm here to inspire and to promote some positive energy. Today I have a quote for you. Sometimes you find yourself in the middle of nowhere, and sometimes in the middle of nowhere you find yourself. The person who made this quote is unknown, so whoever you are, thank you very much for this quote. Finding yourself on a new level, that's my topic. Sometimes in life there are what you call defining moments. There are moments that situations happen to us, things happen to us, and how we move forward, what we become, depends on how we look at those situations. And to really show you how this works, I have to relate to myself. As usual, these videos are getting a little bit personal. But guess what? I don't have any shame at this point in my life because I've decided to be genuine, and in order for me to uplift and help people, I need to show them where I've been and where I'm coming from. So 2014 to 2016 were some of the most challenging years for me since I started working. In 2014, I had to make a decision regarding my job in terms of I was finishing up my internship for my master's program, and I had to make a decision whether I needed to do my internship at the place where I was working, well, not directly the place, but relating to that place, just on a different island, or to come home to my homeland to do my internship. I decided that the best option was to return home to do my internship, and that, I believe, is what cost me my job. But I'm here today. I am here without regrets. The second thing, I had issues with finding somewhere comfortable to live. I moved about 3 times during that period, 3 or 4 times. It was a period when my relationships, when I was just dating, as in dating, not intimately related or intimately related, my relationships, they fell apart. But of these three major problems that I had, the most important were my relationships falling apart. This is what spurred me into action, to search deep within myself, to find what is it that I wanted to do with my life, to deal with my issues of fear, of abandonment, of being left by the person I am with, to stop poisoning myself with negative thoughts and blaming others for my relationship breakdowns. And in the middle of nowhere, trust me, it felt like the middle of nowhere. Imagine yourself without a job, having issues with finding somewhere comfortable and at a reasonable cost, because I'm not working, to live, and also having relationship issues. You don't want more than that. You don't want more than that. And along with that, I still had my duties as a parent for my son, and especially for my daughter, who is still pretty much young. And these 3 years especially last year, 2016. These 3 years caused me to, the experiences I had caused me to take a look at what is it that I really wanted to do, instead of focusing on relationship and finding love and eating out myself about how can I make this work. You can't make something work if you yourself is not working. I wasn't working. And when I say working, I mean I wasn't functioning. I had issues, had all of these issues with fear and fretting if the person didn't do what I wanted them to do, and didn't act the way I expected them to act. And these issues, I was dwelling on them instead of really focusing on finding myself. What is it that I wanted to do? Because I was out of a job, but I needed something that would not only provide an income, but to give me that inspiration, something that I can focus on outside of my relationship. Because one of the things I realize is that so many times we focus on relationships, like, what is it that we need to make it work, and we lose ourselves in all of that. We lose ourselves, we lose our sense of self. And in the midst of nowhere, I found myself. I started looking at my spiritual life, taking time to not only just read the Bible, but look at my spiritual life, as in how does it resonate with my physical life. Getting up in the mornings and saying thank you, Lord, for what is it that was good in my life. And reaching outside of all of that, what was happening, and reaching out to others, and trying to find, because what happens is that if you're in this deep situation where you're in pain and you're just focusing on that pain, it affects your ability to focus on others. So I had to move from focusing on myself to focusing on others, and within all of that, this is how I created cupidandI.com motivational blogs and poems. I had all of these things that I knew I had an inkling that I was good at poems and all of that. I loved writing, but I was so focused on something else, like making my relationship work, and I myself wasn't working. So what I'm trying to get you to see is that sometimes it's not the root cause, is not the other person. We don't blame things on other people. We take full responsibility, and we look at our lives and we see how what we do can change. And sometimes we will lose those relationships. We would not get them back, as unfortunate as that is. But in finding yourself on a new level, of finding that purpose, finding something else outside of what is it that you are going through, you benefit more than you'll ever know. Because sometimes those relationships, they were meant to teach us and not to break us. We find ourselves with people sometimes, and they don't treat us how we expected to be treated, and we, instead of looking at it and trying and being a victim and lying down and just giving up, finding ourselves on a new level means being strong enough and wise enough to look at things from a different perspective. So our challenges, they are not here to break us. They are here to show us a new path. So if there's one thing I want you to get out of it today, is don't focus so much on the symptoms, whether it's a broken relationship, your communication problems, losing your job. Focus on how you can make a mark in this life. Focus on how you can be of value, of value to other people, and all of these issues that you had, they're gonna fall away, because your relationships will improve. You'll find something, gainful employment. I'm on that verge. I have my website. I'm trying to make it work, but in the meantime, I'm not so much focusing on just making my website work. I'm adding value. I am trying to uplift others, because I'm not waiting until I am up there to try and pull people up. I want people coming along with me and being inspired to look at their situations, even if they're negative, to know that there is hope for you. But you have to be strong enough to look past the pain and bring yourself out of that gutter, out of that hell, and find yourself on a new level. That's all for today. I invite you to visit my website as usual, and just take a read on any of those articles. And if you love them, share them with friends, family, share them on your Facebook page, share this video if it resonates with you. May leave a comment if you have an experience, and thank you very much for all the follows and the likes. Thank you very much for even just listening. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a great day.